confidence is there. Schwarze has the product support, they have the engineering, and they have the people in product support that know the engineering, so that if you do have a problem or a machine's not acting quite right, you can get them on the phone. You have the serial number of the machine, they're looking at the schematic of the machine, they know how it was built, and they can walk you right through it.
They've backed up the product after the sale. It's not just smoke and mirrors to get a piece of equipment in. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep it going, but the people have been great here and with the RSMs out in the field, and then the products have shined when in demonstrations. So
the United States Air Force is my biggest customer, and we had years where we sold 200 units in 1 year, and the year before that were 217 units in 1 year. So that's repeat business because of the relationship that I have with Schwarze and the relationship Duco has with the United States Air Force. So that's an example of how successful that we've been over the years.
Our approach was service first. Service support was the thing that's been lacking in a lot of the dealerships in Alaska. That's our approach was service first, and if we're going to support that product the way it needs to be, we've got to have a manufacturer that has the same attitude, and Schwarze does. That's why we came down here and met with these guys and really liked what we heard. I mean, it feels like the way they line their company up lines with ours very, very close.
You talk to, when you get a really warm feeling when you go to a manufacturer, and it feels like people you could talk to, ask questions, really get a good understanding of what they're about, and see, you can tell a lot by just walking around, meeting people. Equipment's equipment. It all sweeps. Obviously it does it differently, but the real thing is, who has your back when you have problems? Just like any piece of equipment, things are gonna happen. And the feeling you get when you come here is very warm. It's very welcoming. Seeing their manufacturing, that's one of the best manufacturing facilities I've ever seen. The people, the guy that's building the fans, I mean, he's been building fans for, I think he said 20 years, balancing them within grams of weight. I mean, it's just, you don't see things like that. And for him to be that excited, just that small little piece of this great big puzzle they have here, that guy to be so passionate about building a fan, one part of the sweeper. That spreads throughout, and then you get something that's, fully functioning, assembling, and lasts for a customer for 10, 15 years. That's why we are aligned with this company.
A quality product, there's a lot of history within the product itself. There's a lot of the product out there in use, so it's quality tested. There's a lot of the parts on the shelf, so as sweepers do, when you need to maintain sweepers and change out parts, it's always available. And then the relationships. They're tremendous relationships that maintain these sweepers for the customers.